Well, that was nice. 4-1 preseason win. One more game to play, but I'm going to go sleep. I'm not going to stay up for that. Work tomorrow. Plus, it's behind closed doors. It's going to have to be on LFC TV, but not bothered for that. But 4-1 against Sevilla. And even in a friendly game where it doesn't really mean anything apart from getting some game time, seeing nice play, scoring some goals, which is always nice, seeing bangers from Jota outside of the foot finish with his left foot, and lovely ball in from Trent. Diaz with a banger, no dribble, cut, pass back, lose the ball. It was just take it on, dribble, cut inside, shoot. Fantastic finish, and then he got himself a second one with an assist from Soboslai for that one there, and then Yoni getting one in the second half. Just a few minutes after he come on, which was a nice volley from inside the box. So all smiles leading up to the first game of the season against Ipswich in about a week's time. And just some interesting things we sort of took notice here with the whole Zubimendi thing still up in arms at the moment. Not sure what's happening there. You can see Salah is always still the furthest forward because he's the quickest one who's going to get the balls over the top or into space to run into. You can see Diaz sort of like just in front of McAllister, who's sitting in that left midfield position, and Soboslai alongside Jota. Again, average positions, not to be taken literally or verbatim, but just average positions as per SofaScore. And Gravenberch, the DM, which is a bit interesting, which a lot of people are saying, where does Gravenberch fit into this squad? Where does he play? Does he play the DM? Does he play a different position? What's his role? Well, as it stands, he seemed to be all over the pitch at the moment. Had himself a decent game. Again, played that DM role. What have we got here? 2 clearances, an interception, 1 tackle, but he got past 3 times, fouled once. Had a decent game though. Touches, passes, etc. So maybe just breaking up the play, maybe not exactly as you probably expect him to play, but just everyone saw that he was playing in that defensive role, which we all thought maybe McAllister might have played because of his experience last season, but it wasn't the case. And then Trent moving up with Tsimikas, obviously Kwanzaa, Virgil, and then Allison in the back. Then when the subs came on, then we saw Nyoni coming in on that left side. Still Tsimikas behind him. Jota and Soboslai seemed to be in the same position throughout the game, and you can just see there as well, like, not much difference between some of these players. Obviously, we had a whole bunch of changes. Youngsters came on the pitch and things like that. And Gomez coming on as well, playing the deepest centre back. So it was interesting, but it was nice to see us pressing. It was nice to see us winning the ball up high, pressing them, balls in between interspace, over the top, and things like that. It was just nice to see us win a game of football, playing controlled Klopp ball, as I've seen some people reference it in some group chats that I'm in. People saying, like, how's Slot playing? And it's like, it's pressing, but not frantic. And then someone said it's like controlled Klopp ball or like controlled Pep ball sort of a thing. It's a bit weird. I don't know. I get it's probably going to be about right though. Seems to be a very similar style. Obviously, the players are accustomed to that with the coming in with Klopp some last year, some for seasons gone prior before that as well, of course, over the multiple years. So sort of like second nature to them where they're going to kick it on. But look, it was nice. I'm not going to complain too much. Don't have too much to complain about, to be honest with you. It was a good game. 4-1. Again, it doesn't mean anything. It's a preseason friendly. It is our first win against Sevilla in all comps, or at least in the last 4 outings from what I could see. Even though it's a friendly match, still, it's nice to beat someone you haven't beaten before. And again, this Las Palmas game, which will come after this, which by the time you see this, if you do, thank you if you do, by the way, will have come and gone, and whatever. You're going to see some of the other players on there, Gakpo, Elliott, Nunez, a whole bunch of others. Maybe you'll see Kelleher play. You'll also see Jones, probably, what's his name? Bloody hell, Robertson maybe if he's fit and shit like that. So there's the sort of players you'd be looking at, and some other youngsters. But look, for this game, it was interesting. I think this is the team that's going to start against Ipswich in a week's time. I think maybe bar 1 or 2 changes. I mean, you might look at maybe putting on Gakpo, for example, in place of Diaz, or maybe Diaz will start considering he scored 2 goals, but we'll see what happens against Las Palmas if Gakpo does feature in that. And then you're also looking at the striker. Do you continue playing Jota? Because I would play Jota in that number 9 role, but then again, you've got Darwin who can fit into that space. In the midfield, do you start with Gravenberch, Gravenberch, Soboslai, and McAllister. And this was McAllister's first game coming back from the international duty with Argentina in the Copa America. So there is still some getting up to speed again with all this sort of shit here. Obviously, Van Dijk come back, a week ago. Allison just a couple of days ago. But goalkeepers been goalkeepers. Don't really need that much time to get themselves up to scratch. So, and interesting with Diaz, a lot of people are still questioning him. He had a good game, and this is what we want more of. This is what we want more of from Diaz. Dribble, get past the player, take a shot on. Not dribble, get past the player, try dribble again and cut in between and try and do 10 different flicks and tricks and score the perfect goal. But just cut inside, you have an opening, take a shot, lay it off on somebody else, pass it, do something like that. We don't want to see no more dribble, and then, pass back sort of a thing. How we see some other teams play, like Man City, they'll meme on them saying dribble, pass back, as Footy Judge Mo will say on Jack Grealish. I'm not saying they're similar, just pointing out that that's the play he references. So yeah, that was it. Good game. 4-1. Nice to see the youngsters get a run in at the end there as well. A little bit frantic. Simicast playing the whole 90. Same with Jota, Soboslai, and Salah. Of Kwanzaa as well. So I'm guessing they're probably going to be starting against Ipswich. That would be my pick there. And again, Kwanzaa in that centre back position, it's his position to lose now. If he really wants to make a name for himself, he needs to take that centre back partnership alongside Van Dijk, because yes, you've got Gomez who can also play, but you also have Kanate who can also play there as well. Trent coming back with the assist, that's all good and well. And then obviously we have the contract situation still to suss out. But Gomez can also feature in the centre back partnership or play on the left full back position or right full back position. The midfield is the question mark for me. Who do you play in the midfield? The forward line pretty much sorts itself out, but the midfield is still a massive question. But you can let me know your thoughts. Nice for Neoni as well to get himself the goal. It was a good hit, and hopefully he comes into this squad and plays his part since Carvalho is gone. So we're going to need to rely on a couple of new youngsters. What's the word I'm looking for? Is it bleed them in, or break them into the squad, ease them in, sort of thing, like we did with Elliott, like we did with Jones, and a couple of others before that. Obviously, Connor Bradley, he'll be playing probably in the second game against Las Palmas in that right back position. So it is still looking good. I still want 2 or 3 additions. Hopefully that follows through. One of them being Zubamendi. Still need a centre back and maybe another forward or attacker or something like that. Maybe you can throw Nunez on the left, Jota down the middle. I don't know. That's Slot's problem, but that's it for me. A lot of people said, do you talk about football instead of commentary stuff? I go, yes, I do, but I have more joy in the commentary stuff, even though it doesn't get as many views as some others. I just find it more entertaining and more interesting. But there you have it. Good outing for Liverpool FC. Let's hope we get a result against Las Palmas, and then everything working towards getting Zubamendi in, more players, and then the first game against Ipswich, which I'll probably speak about before that happens. But in any case, that was it.